up and down continues? Is this growing pains? Is it just was it too many changes, and by the time it settles, the season is going to be over, or like what are your feelings on like where the team is at right now?
It's a little bit of both. It's just the injuries, and then I will say today it was 100% on Emery. So I blame his selection of the team and the formation because, like you said, how Jamie said, we came against Chelsea. They looked good the first 15 minutes, but then he literally made the adjustment at halftime, bring on Rashford, and that changed the game. So he clearly saw that, hey, here was an issue. Let me turn it around and did it. And then today he decides to play five at the back, which he has done twice in his Villa career and has lost bad both times. So there's already been, two games where he's got film. This does not work. We lost Olympiacos 2-0 in the semis of the Europa League, and then earlier this season against Spurs, they beat us 4-0. Probably tells you shouldn't do it again. And we were on a good run of form, so he's like, "Hey, it's almost like, hey, let me just do something really stupid in the middle of the week when we were 4 points away from four. Like I think if we would have won, we would have been level with Chelsea. It was something stupid, like it was crazy, and now we dropped 10th. And I was just like, I blame Emery 100% for this match because he just got it wrong. I know we have the injuries, but why would you play five at the back when you haven't done it all season, or you did it once and lost really, really bad? And we even dominated against Palace. And the commentator even say that like, Palace doesn't need any possession; they will pounce on you when they need
Yeah.
to, and they did it. And then the floodgates opened. Halftime came. We were down 1-0. I was like, all right, we had two controversial VAR calls, like the one against Ollie. I mean, if you look at the line, like I mean, what else? Like they basically did it by a fingernail at this point. I don't know what else you have to do. But as soon as he took off Emmy, which he said he was hurt, and put Olsen in, anytime he comes in, that's a guaranteed loss. Like I will put money on that until Robin Olsen finally goes away. I thought we got rid of him last year, but I guess not.
If you need another goalkeeper, we got a few.
Yeah, he's got to be better than Robin Olsen. I wouldn't wish him on any of my teams that I don't like. It's just he's that bad. But taking him off, and then he put Leon Bailey as a right wing back, and I was like, Henry, what are we doing here? Like no Matty Cash at that point. Change the formation, go back to a back four. Leon Bailey was abysmal today. Like he has been bad for the last couple of weeks, and I don't blame him because it's not his position to play, but he was awful. Like he's getting absolutely torched on that side over there. So it was just
Did Martinez get hurt or something?
Who?
Martinez?
I think he said he had picked up a little knock in the first half, and then they took him off.
Okay.
I know we have the FA Cup coming up and Premier League, so there's let's give him a couple games. So I don't know. Then that's the thing. I don't know what their focus is on because we were that close to being top four. So it's like we're completely out of it, but then we're also in it for the FA Cup and the Champions League. So it's tough when you don't have the player personnel like Jamie's said his team's going through. We are going through it as well. Our entire defense changes every week. So that's also an issue. I don't think we've had a clean sheet in the last 9 games, and it's not gonna we probably won't have one for the rest of the season. Like anybody is open to score. So if you want to make a Tonali's early bet on Villa conceding first every match. It's gonna happen. Like I will take that money to the bank right now because it's gonna happen. So
is Asensio and Rashford the reason to control their minutes? Were these guys so out of shape when they came in? I mean, Rashford I can see. But Asensio was getting minutes here and there, right? I mean, I thought Asensio would play more because you can see his quality. I mean, Rashford, yeah, I mean, he's probably just playing like PlayStation for the last 3 months, so I can understand him being out of shape. But is it just them being out of shape, or is it like Unai kind of tinkering a bit too much, or
I think
not trusting
tinkering and then letting him in? Because honestly, Asensio doesn't look like he's out of shape at all. If you watch him play, he still looks like he's been playing the whole time. And even for Rashford, for all the jokes and stuff aside, I don't know. I think either United are just literally morons because all their players that are going, even Anthony, as much as the clown of a player he is, has done very well.
Yeah,
in Spain. So it's just something in United's camp because they were all complaining. It's almost like a little sidebar about how they're saying Luka Doncic was fat at the Mavericks, and he's over here looks in impeccable shape for the Lakers right now. We're on that same path for Rashford at this point because he honestly looks like he's been playing the whole time. I think they were just kind of holding him back, and he was just, keeping his head out of it. I think he deserves to start at this point because, I mean, there's nothing that's going to change. I don't know if they're just trying to get him fully cemented with the way they, Emery plays, or they're just saving him for the right moments because he's come on as a super sub at this point for us. Because, like I said, when he came on against Chelsea, he turned the game around. And I just think they're just trying to figure out not to get any injuries for these next couple weeks.
I was gonna say, is it more like keeping for the Champions League?
I think they're trying to keep them healthy for the Champions League and the FA Cup, and it's tough because we don't have other personnel to switch them out with because we have other injuries.
Who did you guys end up in Champions League with?
Club Brugge.
Oh well, yeah, that's like
if we beat
that's
Club Brugge,
very winnable round.
PSG or Liverpool, so we're in the gauntlet side of it. But the fact that we're in the quarters is like mind-boggling.
Simon Mignolet will